Hello all, welcome into my channel. Firestorm Shan here. You've reached Phoenix Arc Tarot, and I'm here to do our daily vibe energy check-in. Today is January the 9th, 2026, and as usual, I will be reading in numerology. So in numerology, today is a life path 2. So if you are life path 2, this message might resonate with you. If not, it doesn't matter. The message is still clear. We're going to be talking about a 2. 2s have to do with partnerships, balance, and harmony. And I channeled a Bible verse for us today, Matthew 5:9, and it says, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God." These are the folks that reconcile each other. They are the mediators, the counselors, the arbitrators, the ones that help reconcile relationships to each other and to God as well. The peacemakers who resolve conflicts. There is a sense here that you could be surrounded by others or someone who is quite loyal to you, who has a spidey senses that something's going on with you, and you might not be talking about it, but they're sensitive enough to know. This would be someone who is a great support system to you. It could be a divine feminine energy. 2s are feminines. And so this might look like someone who works in a career such as HR, social work, teaching, counseling, nursing, anything like that. If we're dealing with situations in love, like soulmates, this is a loyal, loving partnership. Okay, who provides extra support to leaders behind the scenes who are in the spotlight. So if you're the kind of person that has a lot of responsibilities and leaderships, it's nice to have a sounding board that you can bounce your feelings, your ideas off of, and someone that can help you resolve conflicts and bring peace into the situation. So those are the energies of the 2s. Now, I have pre-shuffled our oracle cards. We have received Fork in the Road. It is in the reverse. Okay, Fork in the Road. Sorry, I know it's blurry. But that's a number 13. And 13 in Tarot is the number of the Death card, change and transformation. So with the fork in the road, which represents being at a crossroads, right? The sign says, which way do I go? Do I go this way? Do I go that way? So there's a sense here of not knowing what to do, where to go, or how to get there. And there is a loving, supportive person around you that is willing to be with you and help you and not judge you, but help guide you at this time, because it's like someone here is having a hard time making a decisions. They're stuck at the crossroads and they're stalled. They're not making any moves. The next energy we pulled is the yin energy. And remember, I was just telling you, number 2s are feminine energies. They're ruled by the moon, okay? So someone very nurturing, receptive, and patient is here to help you. This could be a mother figure or a divine feminine. It doesn't have to be just someone who's in touch with their feminine side, okay? Feminines are also our earth and water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Okay, those are our feminine signs. So they might have some good financial advice, good advice on love, how to help you reconcile if you're dealing with that kind of situation. Fates in the reverse is the outcome of the reading. This is what's coming in. So something fated is coming in, and it is saying that the Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse. So there is an unfortunate series of events that are coming in at this time, and it is fated to happen. There's nothing we can do to stop it. Number 17 is this number, which reduces to an 8, and that is the number of karma. So we do reap what we sow, good or bad, okay? So I really feel like I could be dealing with someone that has been stuck at a crossroads for a while and is potentially going to be receiving some difficult messages of truth at this time. But I wanted to read to you the karma in reverse, which just so you hear it straight from the author's mouth. This is difficult to understand why painful things happen to good people. Fate is a mystery after all, yet what we do with our circumstances, the way in which we respond to life's challenges, is how we rise up to greet our destiny. Now is one of those times to be aware of your powerlessness to change certain situations and to surrender to acceptance. So this is why you need that nurturing, motherly, loving energy around you at this time. Hang in there. Life will get better. Act as if you believe that, for the only thing you can control right now is your attitude. When you align with the fates, being mindful of you can and cannot, be mindful of what you can and cannot change. Serenity will come to you then. And I'm hearing the serenity prayer. You know, God, grant me the patience and the understanding, the grace to change the things that I can change and recognize the things that I cannot change. So there is something here that we cannot change, but there is a sense here of being able to still come through in shining in your light and in your destiny. So, you know, maybe some things are meant to come to an end at this time, okay? We don't want to fight it, right? I have it here with round and round at the bottom of the deck. Round and round is number 25, which reduces to a 7, which means there's some sort of spiritual truth or lesson here that needs to be acknowledged, okay? And you'll know it because you've been going round and round and round with this for a while. It's not something that just popped up today. It's something you've been dealing with for a while. Some of the most compatible numbers for you right now would be a life path 1, a life path 4, a life path 7, a life path 8, or a life path 9. Those people can help you tremendously at this time to see things from a new perspective. And they'll have a lot of comforting, encouraging words for you. Okay, and today life path 8 showed up in your reading. And a life path 7. Life path 7s have to do with finding the truth. They're truth seekers. They'll do everything in their power to see and make sure the truth is heard so that we learn our lessons. And life path 8s have to do with karma, which usually can mean good or bad, but in the goodness part of it, and if this has got to do with pushing you towards your destiny, rolling out things that are not part of your destiny, rolling in things that are part of your destiny is what's coming. And 8s are about karma, wealth, abundance, and so forth. So you could be getting yourself set up for something really fine and nice in the future by allowing this just to fade away. The situation, the relationship, or whatever it is. You're going to have some financial advisors, some wise leaders, or someone here to help counsel you through today's decisions that need to be made. All right, so remember, this is just today's energy. We're not doing a yearly review. We're not focused on any specific zodiac signs or anything like that. But if I had to say that somebody was showing up here today, I would say Cancer and Sagittarius are showing up here today. This would be your philosophers, your adventurers, your go-getters, your motivators, your caring, your nurturing people. And Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion, is in Cancer at this time. And it has been focused on Cancer's financial stability for a while now, and their security and their traditions and values, expanding in those areas, you know, deciding on who they truly, what their values are at this time. You could have those placements in your chart. You could have none of them in your chart. We're just dealing with the energies of number 2, supreme symbol of partnership, balance, and harmony. The power behind the throne is what's going on here. This is the power behind the throne. Every great leader has a great advisor. So this is you working with advisors. Okay. First card out is Ace of Swords in the reverse. Well, I would rather it be in the upright. But in the reverse is like, it's not seeing the truth. It's not seeing clearly. It's clouded vision. So in the heart of the reading, in the heart, something here has been built off of a lie. An untruth, something that doesn't have any holding power. And that's why your life path 7s are here. They're like, hey, now this doesn't really align with your spiritual truth. This doesn't align with who you are as a person. You got to be honest with yourself. Where have you been lying to yourself? In your heart. This is where it's at. It's right here. This is the secret place inside of our homes. What goes on behind closed walls. If these walls could talk, what would this heart say? And so someone was playing games of the heart, matters of the heart. And they weren't genuine. They weren't genuinely having their heart behind what they were working towards with you. Whatever that was. It can be romance or career, or just a disappointment in a friendship or a family member. It could be any of those things. So the Ace of Swords in the reverse is the heart of the matter. So what is crossing the Ace of the Swords? This is what's either helping or hindering. 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is what's crossing the Ace of Swords. It's become too much of a burden for you to carry, okay? Someone keeps dropping all of these heavy burdens onto your heart to where you feel, if this is you, you would feel like your heart is heavy and heavy laden with burdens. But what does Jesus say? Come to me, all of you who are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Remember, the peacemakers shall be called the children of God. Life Path 2s are the peacemakers. Be looking for your peacemaker. They are a gift from heaven today. But they're there to counsel you and to say, hey, how many more burdens do you really want to hold on to? Because look where they're grasping. He's grasping these sticks, all these burdens at his chest, which is his heart, holding on so tightly, okay? Holding on way too tightly to other people's burdens. Or it's causing you burdens. So what's the driving foundation of this reading? 8 of Cuppies. 8 of Cuppies is saying, I've had enough of the illusions, the confusions. I've had enough of not seeing clearly. I am turning my back and I am walking away. I am going to go towards my wish fulfillment. I know I have to walk away from this at this time. I have to. It's time. It's time. The energy is supportive. It's driving you to walk away. What is in the headspace? What are you thinking about? The Devil. The Devil. Oh, you're feeling a little obsessive. Some of us could be feeling compulsive, but we're just really, I mean, doesn't he look obsessive? Look at this Devil. I'm picking up on a mocking spirit. Someone who mocks you, someone who ridicules you, someone who heckles you. I'm seeing a jackal. Someone who makes light of the things of God. They make light of your ideas. They make light of putting all these burdens on your heart. They're codependent on you. They have addictions where their addictions are affecting you. Or this could be your addictions affecting yourself. I mean, this is a reading for the general public. I could be talking to anyone. I could be talking to you about a situation you're dealing with personally. I could be talking with a person that you're dealing with. I don't know. But somebody here has been dealing, their mind is obsessed at this time with you. Okay? It's become toxic and codependent and abusive. It is affecting your public image, because the support here is for those of us who are in high positions of leadership, and the people behind us who are supporting us to help us to make these best choices. The power behind the thrones. Pay attention to, your soulmates, your soul contracts. They're going to have some truths to tell you today. They want you to see very clearly that you're dealing with the devil. You're dealing with earthly matters too. Could be dealing with, like I said, your public image, your career, or your legacy even. This is long term. This can scar your reputation. Alright, so we have the Ace of Wands and the World card in the reverse for your recent past energy. I'm saying this to you now. Ace of Wands in the reverse is a false start. It is not able to take action towards a passionate action towards new beginnings. It is, there will be no new beginning. And the World card is in the reverse because we are still in the energies of 2025. Even though today is January the 9th, 2026, that is not a true timeline. True timelines The 2026 is going to start around March, the end of February, around March, near Aries time. Okay, so we still have actually a few more months. So we're dealing with some unfinished business from 2025 here that we're still dealing with. Okay, and something that was a false start, never really completely got off the ground. Something you had a lot of passion for. It kept you stuck in some sort of loop going around and around, but it never got off the ground, whatever it is that you were attempting to build. I don't know why. I just looked down at my phone and 77 has typed itself onto my phone pad. Why is 77 here? 7 plus 7 is 15. No, that's 14. 4 plus 1 is 5. Change through conflict. Okay, so we're talking about bringing in some change, and it's going to bring some conflict. 1977 could be a year that you were born as well. Could be the last 4 digits of a social security number or a phone number or a house or anything like that. Whatever it is, 7 sevens are here saying it's time to see the truth. We're ushering in the truth right now. So this would be for someone that's been, you could have tried all of 2025 to get something brand new off the ground, and it just never did. It's time just to hang it up. You're being advised to hang it up. Walk away from it. Don't bring it into your new cycle. All right, let's talk about the incoming energies with this next level of the next set of energies that's coming in. Near energy, just the nearest energy. This could be tonight. I don't know when. What's coming near us? What's coming in soon? What energies? The 4 of Swords. Yeah, this is you getting more rest. This is you healing, giving yourself a mental break, taking some time off. This is the weekend, so take out the weekend off potentially. Some of you could be taking off the next 4 days just to really recoup and think about what you want to do. But there is a sense here of you need to give your mind some mental rest. Okay? Also, pay attention to your dreams. You could be having some downloads coming in. So what is the situation here, actually? What's the situation? This Ace of Swords in the reverse is in the heart. I feel like somebody's heart is just sinking because everything they thought they were building that they had passion for turned out to not work. All right, the situation here is justice. Justice, Libra energy. The truth is that what you were going after really was something you was settling for, and it doesn't even match your energy. There's no justice there for you. So count this ability to see the truth and this advice coming in as a blessing. This could be advice from an attorney as well. The advice that is given, it will be just, it will be truth, and it will be honest. It's exactly what you need to hear. It is that difficult message of truth, but it is one that sets you free. Okay? Justice is here to show up for you on your behalf, because it does you no justice to be walking around with a burdened heart, trying to manifest something that's not going to work. All right, what is the situation? Or no, it's not the situation. We want to see how we are being seen, the collective. How are we being seen at this time? All right, yeah. We're being torn in two, aren't we? We have the 2 of Swords. This and that are true. Wrestling with the truth. Not really wanting to see it, but is a card of being at an impasse. Okay, so this is arguments and disagreements. And then we have some legalities here in the reverse. So if we are dealing with some stuff that has to do with legalities, and this is kind of like, it could be just karmic, or it could be a real contract. It's in the reverse. So you're being seen as either breaking a contract, breaking some sort of agreement, looking at a way to get out of a karmic contract, looking at a way, getting financial advice on how to get out of something that you've signed yourself up for. Because the contract has loopholes in it. It has some lies or something like that in it. It's interesting, and I'll just mention it because it came to my mind. My husband and I have been watching a lot of YouTube videos talking about con artists. And one of the con artists things that were going around is there's a company that is leasing to own, rent to own water heaters and air conditioners. And they're going into homes and signing them up for these decade-long lease agreements for these like water heaters that cost under $1,500, but by the time it's all said and done, they're paying $15,000 for a water heater that they didn't even need. Some people might have needed it, but if they had known that they could just go and buy a $1,500 water heater, and then they could have hired a handyman, a local handyman, to install it, someone that's trustworthy, not a big corporation that has all these infomercials and they subcontract their work out to a gazillion other companies. They have no accountability. They franchise out their work. They have no accountability. Okay, franchise might be something some of you guys are dealing with. There's conflicts in these agreements. There's things written in there that you didn't see. You need some advice on how to get out of it. And again, like I said, if it's not really a legal contract, it could just be some sort of karmic contract, something that you've agreed to verbally. Okay? And then you need to get yourself out of it. All right. Here we go. What is the hope or fear? Hope or fear for this? What's going on? What are we hoping or fearing? What are we hoping or fearing? The Lovers. Okay, yeah. You're hoping that you make the right choice with the support system. The Lovers is Gemini energy. It is making a choice, and it is based off of love, something that benefits everybody. So everybody comes out, unharmed here. If there's a way to make a decision, or there's a way to make a choice, a way to see that this and that are true, it's going to be the best way to bring peace to a situation that's shrouded with dishonesty. That's what you're hoping for. Okay? All right, let's see, what is the outcome? How is this reading going to end? It could end a multiple number of ways because we have free will. You could choose not to listen to any of this message and ignore it completely, and that'd be a choice in itself. Or you could take this message, allow it to encourage you and edify you and help you. Let's see how this ends. How does this end? Five. Five of Swords. It doesn't end pretty. You might be hoping that it ends diplomatically, but no, someone here is going to want to win at all costs. Someone here is sabotaging the situation, and they will fight to the end to get what they want. You're dealing with someone that's very, I hate to throw around words like narcissistic, but they're liars. They only care about themselves. So remember, you're dealing with a liar at the heart that's put a lot of burdens on you. Do you think they're really going to suddenly change? It's a nice wishful thought that things are going to end peacefully, but they're not. You're going to have to fight. And you're going to need the advice because you're dealing with the devil. You're dealing with someone very sneaky, very manipulative. They know how to twist words. They know how to make themselves look better than you in others' eyes. That's why you need people around you today that have spidey senses. They can sense what's going on with you. If you're going through this, soulmate, a friend, someone around you that can sense something's wrong, be honest with them and tell them what's wrong and tell them what you're dealing with. Don't hold this inside. Share it, because there is something they have to offer you and some advice that can help. So let's go ahead and get some life path messages from the angels to close our reading here. I really like this little oracle deck. It seems like it's always really encouraging and positive to help us. So angels, what advice do you have for us who are dealing with this difficult situation today, this level of unfinished business, this difficult message of truth? The good news is to get by with a little help from your support system. Make sure you got one in place. Be reaching out. All right. Let's go ahead and see what the angels have to say. What messages to close this reading do you have for the collective, please? Ooh, a secret is coming out, y'all. A secret is coming out. Ooh, Tell us more. Blinded. You're not going to see this coming. Some of you guys have been blinded. This could come from someone who you trusted. Angels, what else can you show us? This has potential. Okay, so things can turn around. You know, you're not alone. This has potential. It's weird. Oh, they need help. You need help. I don't know what has potential here. What has potential? Oh, healing wounds. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so you definitely need help. Angels are saying, admit it. You've been blinded. You've been blind. Today's the day. The secret's coming out. But the potential good side of this is going to help you heal a lot of wounds that you've been carrying in your heart, a lot of burdens. Okay, this is going to really help you release and drop a bunch of sticks that you've been carrying in your heart. So, with the Ace of Swords in the reverse, that would indicate a secret coming out, because something that's been hidden. What's the secret that's coming out? Let's see if they'll tell us. What's the secret coming out? Alright, there's a message on its way. Page of Wands. Could be coming from a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Page of Wands. Somebody could be getting a passionate message today. What's the secret? What's the message? What's the message coming out today? What's the secret? Some sort of passionate news. What is it? Ten of Cups. Interesting. Death card. Hermit. Six of Pentacles. Okay, this could have something to do with money. Somebody feels like they've been getting breadcrumbed. They're not exactly happy, and so this is what's been going on behind the scenes. They've been seeking they've been really seeking wisdom on how to ask for more money, potentially more equal give and take. This person does feel like they've changed. The things that used to make them happy no longer make them happy. So this could be you. The secret's out. The things that used to make you happy, for whoever this is for, secret's out. Those things are no longer making you happy. Why? Because of some sort of unequal give and take in the relationship, and someone is not listening to wisdom. Or with this energy of being a hermit, we have Virgo, Scorpio here. Okay, could be dealing with any of those signs. Doesn't have to be. But this has to do about what you do on a regular basis is going to be changing. Day jobs could be changing. You know, your daily routines of your health care could be changing. How you take care of your pets. Everything that deals with daily things. The house of work and the house of health is changing. Somebody might not feel like they're making enough money. They might want a raise. They might be looking at other places of employment privately. You know, this could be a surprise. Just be ready for anything, because we have Uranus in Gemini that's going to start the cycle of a new next 18-year cycle. And that is all about shocking surprises in our community, with our siblings, surprise conversations with family members. Could have some things to do with just our neighbors, our general place where we work, all those kinds of things need some attention. There's some change going on in those areas. So that's what I see for you folks. I hope this has been helpful or fun or whatever you want it to be. If the message does resonate with you, don't forget to leave me a comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. If you've already liked and subscribed to my channel, I really appreciate that. Thank you. But until next time, we'll check in again and see how the energies look for tomorrow. But today, remember, Life Path 2, today is all about the supreme symbol of partnership, balance, and harmony. The power behind the throne.